Hello guys, welcome back. So now let's start encapsulation, one of the important topic of object-oriented programming. So what is the purpose of encapsulation? In short, we will understand it is providing, as you can say, like lock. So here you to provide some kind of security. So lock we do use provide some kind of security. So security means like something which we are going to access, we have to hide something, which we have to show something. So what could be? So security is a combination of private and public things both. Right? Let's take example of ATM. In ATM, money is kind of hidden, but ATM is visible, right? We can go and insert the card. So security is a combination of public and private both. So we have to use something is public, something is private, right? So how does it implement something public, something private? What will be public, what could be private? That we do understand with this encapsulation only. So encapsulation is kind of bundling data plus method in a single unit and controlling the access, right? So everything we having relate to the access. Something is having access, something is not having access, so that we will understand in this particular encapsulation topic. So now let's start. So first, encapsulation is a data hiding and access control. So when do we understand about the access control, we will having like three type of access control. Access label. One access label is called public, right? So public means here we do not write any kind of keyword. Like if we are having understanding of Java or C++ or any other programming language, there we will having a specific keyword to write that. But in Python we don't have any keyword for them. So if you that will understand with the underscore. Like you are creating a one variable like name. If you are creating a name variable, that means that will be having a public nature and that could be accessible anywhere. Okay, that could be accessible anywhere, like mean inside the class, outside the class, anywhere, right? Protected, that will start with a single underscore. If we are having some variable with a single underscore, that means it is using the class plus subclass. That means that can be accessible inside the class and could be inside the subclass. And if it is having a two underscore, that means it is a kind of private, and private will be accessible only inside the class. So we will having a private, protected and public. Protected could be accessible inside the class and subclass, and public will be accessible anywhere. So before starting the encapsulation, we should know that different level of access like public, protected and private, because anyways encapsulation is providing the lock, so that's why we have to use them in very careful. Okay, so before understanding this example, let's understand with one what I can say like program where we were using them. So let's say with this particular class like employee class. In the employee class, I am creating a one kind of constructor which is having an init constructor only. It is going to initialize some value. So here I am taking one variable like salary, and here we are simply initializing self.salary equal to salary. So salary is a one variable here right now which is a public, right? So as we have seen, if it is not starting with any underscore, that means it is a public. If it is a single underscore, it is a protected. If it is a two underscore, that is it is a private, right? So right now I am not using any underscore, so that means salary is a what I can select public. And here I am creating the object of the employee class which is outside the class only, right? Outside the class. So here it is creating this employee class object, and we are assigning here 50k, right? 50k is going to store into the salary, and this salary will having a like 50k. And here we are displaying printf employee dot salary. So if I will run this code, I will get like 5,000. What I will get? 5,000, right? But suppose if I will put here like underscore, let's say underscore, that time this will become like a protected. This will become like a protected. So if I will run this code, see I will get the error. Why? Because protected access modifier cannot be accessible outside the class. Only public member can be accessible outside the class, right? So we will having a like access label. Public means it could be accessible anywhere. Anywhere means outside the class also we can access. Our underscore name only class and subclass. Subclass we will understand when do we start with the inheritance topic. So right now you don't have to worry about the subclass, you just look about the class only, right? So underscore will be, so that means if it is a protected cannot be accessible outside the class, and if it is a private, that means that could be accessible only inside the class, right? Now what encapsulation does say that? Encapsulation does say that variable which you are creating, understand carefully, okay? The variable which do we create, that should be a private, right? And the function of the class will be the public. Like for example, in this case, we are creating a one variable like salary, and here we are using a two function, get salary and set salary. So what we are doing here, this variable which we are using, right? Let me use here 2 underscore. let me use here 2 underscore. So that means here salary is a private. So always encapsulation will say that the variable or the property of the class will be always private. Now if you want to access them outside the class, you cannot access directly, you have to access through the method that is called function, right? So for one variable we will create two functions. So normally what is happening with one variable, we can do two things. One is assign and second one is a retrieve, right? So what we can do with one variable, first we can assign and second we can retrieve. So two operations we will perform. So assign means we want to put some values. So for assign the value we will use setter function. For retrieve the value we will use getter function. So encapsulation, what we do, hide. So at definition set, right, we will use what? We will hide the here data hiding. So what is the data here? Data is nothing like a variable. So variable we are hiding. Why we are hiding? Because we do not want to be accessed outside the class. So how can we hide them? That we can hide through the private member only. So private member will say that the variable of the class will be always private. And what could be the public? That could be a function. So as I told you, class is a combination of public and private. So public means it will be a function and private means it will be a variable. So for every variable we will have to create two functions. One is a getter and second one is a setter. Setter will use to set the value, getter will use to retrieve the value. So these are the two functions. With the help of that only we do access the salary. That's the encapsulation word derived from the word capsule. So capsule means two addition. One is a variable and second one is a function. So variable will be the private and function will be the public, and they are binding into them in a single unit. Like for example, employee equal to employee 5000, right? So what is happening here? This employee will be assigned directly to this salary, and here it is assigning to this particular salary. But salary we cannot access directly. What we are using? Employee dot get salary, right? If I will directly write employee dot salary, it will give me error. I can't write them. So get salary, what does it do? It will give me a get salary, right? So let's do one thing, set salary. Let me do the set salary, and after that I will use this once again, print employee dot get salary. So first what we are getting, print employee dot get salary. So first this itself will call the constructor, and the constructor we will having a 50k, right? So 50k it will assign, and then we are getting the printf get salary. So that means it will call this function. So from where the program execution will start, that will start from the object itself. So first it will go to this line only in the execution perspective, right? So it will create the object and assign this 50k into this salary, and salary will be initialized. And here we are getting the employee dot get salary. So what it will give me? A 50k. Now here we are again assigning employee dot set salary 60k. So then set salary will call, and here we are assigning 60k, and here we are using some kind of condition. So again it is exception handling. So right now you don't have to understand more on them. I will cover the separate topic of exception handling. It is used to raise the exception. So we know that, right, value cannot be less than 0. So if it is giving less than 0, that means salary cannot be negative. So that way we are checking here. That's it. Okay. So that is assigning 50k because we have assigned the 50k first. So assign the variable value we will use by two ways. Either using the setter or we can go with the constructor. So these two things, even constructor is also assigning the value, like it is giving the 50k, and here setter also used to assign the value, and here it is giving like a 60k. So both are used to assign the value, and for getter we can do retrieve the value, we can do by the one way, get salary and get salary. So first we do get the 50k and then we do get the 60k, because this will override the value of 50k. So 50k value whatever it was there, that will override by the 60k, and then it will display the salary equal to like 60k, right? So this getter setter, that was an older approach. So in place of getter setter we will use some decorators. So Python having some decorators that do we use. So that was a kind of older approach. For updated approach, for latest approach, if you want to do, then we will use the property decorators as well as salary dot setter decorator. So property will use, like for example here we are having a salary, right? So salary is a one private variable, it is a private only here, right? So here we are using property, so that is using defining like a getter, and that is defining like a setter. So what is happening here? It is simply returning the values, right? And it is simply assigning the value. So here you can say that is assigning the value. So assign the value is doing by the setter, and retrieving the value is doing by the getter. So here we are having a constructor. So first line that will execute here, that will come directly to the line number here. So here employee 50k. So first it will call to this constructor, that is the object itself will call the constructor, which will initialize salary with the 50k. Right? After that it will come to here. So here we are saying employee.salary equal to 60k. What does it mean? It is using the setter method. So we can do one thing. Let set them value, after this get the value. Right? So what is happening here? Employee.salary. So employee.salary, what does it call? It will call the getter method only. Right? Then here we use employee.salary equal to 60k. So that means it will call the setter method, because here we are passing some value, right? 60k. So that will pass to here amount, right? And then it will display employee.name, not like employee.name. That should display employee.say like salary only. So what do we display? Employee.salary. So what it should display first? Let me run this. So first it is giving me a 50k, which is already assigned, right? So this 60k we do get this here only, right? So here it will give me 50k, then it will reassign the value of 60k, and then it will display the 60k. So 50k and 60k both will display here. So that way this encapsulation does work. So encapsulation is like kind of security, hiding the data, that means variable, using the private. So private, one of the important part if you are going to use encapsulation, it is providing kind of security. Security is a combination of two things, public and private. So what could be the public? Function will be the public and variable will be the private, right? So that is all about kind of encapsulation brief, and this much if you know, that means you are able to crack any kind of interviews if you know the encapsulations. Okay, now let's start. Next topic will be a inheritance into a next video. Thank you guys, take care, bye bye.